legendary on the field. Kinda drip is a skill. It's the highest cruise a bill. Ain't nothing just to heal. We just slip on, spin move, it's on, scope. Off the sideline, the touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. We just slip on, spin move, it's on, scope. Off the sideline, the touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, out the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yeah, the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs in a town you create where there ain't no love. Where do I go? Where am I alone? Not on the phone. When I'm on my own. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Stop taking, but still got a reflux. Eyes drip out from the socket, so it's up, drink up inside. Look when they peep us. Choose us in the belly of the beast, but outside there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising. Thinking, what type of knowledge don't sink in? Life gives you limits, and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage, way before they pouring on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze on each and every way. Put me in the water for the sea.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Two teams that came into the NFL together back in 1976. The Seahawks and Bucs are underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
At the 27-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
3 yards remain for second down.
Tighten up. Pull it together. Check. 95. Check. 45. Push him back. No.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Take over first.
That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. So after the INT, it's Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL. But I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at about the 32. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
The ball carrier.
There to stop him was Carlton Davis.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Hyde on the draw. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They run for it with Carson. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st and 10 at the 47.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
45, 14. Here we go, let's bring it.
They run it with Carson. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
To Chris Carson.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 2nd down at 7.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
A give to Hyde out of the gun. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the 1st down marker at the Bucs' 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
45 the mic. Time to go, night.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 43 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Buccaneers 0. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Brady. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. First down, a run with Hyde. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd down, Hyde. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got Lockett. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
I heard the flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me, got a brand new visor, yeah. You're a friend, smart, but my butt's wiser, yeah. Get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, cause tonight I'ma die. I feel like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool. I don't know what we have. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. I heard the flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Getting triumphant, let's bump it. Don't mind me seizing the moment, energy up my body burning. And my stomach keep up tight, stop moving, I can't control it. On my last breath and I can't hold it, you gotta give it all I got. This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real. Lightweight bust off half a. Yeah, I'm sweating, baby. Must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm trying to find out. Say I got sex appeal. I think it's cause I wear the fire gun. I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, how she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
52 is the mark, boy. 52.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down now, Hyde. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. From the gun, a give to Hyde. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
It's now 2nd.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Carson. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Chris Carson.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd down.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. Boston Scott deep for Philadelphia. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Second and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Sanders, the ball carrier. He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put it.
65, 65, 65.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Now you lose one. Shit.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. We're scoreless after 1.
No score.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Watch the eye. Let's go. Great. Watch out. Check Mike, 54.
Now Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Blue there. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Now Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 of the 6. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 6-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Seahawks ball carrier.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second and 8 coming up. Throwing is Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. .157 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Throwing on first is Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin, 78 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on.
Carlos Hyde, see you later. 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Carlos Hyde, 75 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Watch the whip. Hey, 4 Tokyo. 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 4 T
Wentz now on first down. And Sanders has got it complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 7.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. That's caught at the 25.
Deshaun Jackson. That's good for an Eagles.
On first down, Sanders. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Wentz. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Shotgun now for Wentz. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Goal at the 3-yard line.
2nd down and 3.
56. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Kill. Sunday. Hey, turn it out. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Motion. Mott's 56. Kermit. Kill.
They'll try to run with Sanders, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
3rd and goal.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Elliott is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And the third quarter will start with a touchback as that one lands in the end zone. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead.
And now look at him go. 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
But I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
They'll turn to Sanders. They'll try and run it here. And he is going to lose yardage here.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped them in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 43. He gives it off to Carson. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
The Seahawks ball carrier. He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. This is Carson. Now they can't bring him down, but he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Brought down by Nate Gary. 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
Eagles 40-yard line.
Now it's Carson. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He was brought down by Darius Slay. It's a gain of 6. And
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
It's a second down run with Sanders. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Miles Sanders.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Wentz. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. It's the veteran K.J. Wright, the disruptive force.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Man, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They do go for it. It's Wentz. And the pressure gets to him again. K.J. Wright. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. After the interception, here's Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was D.K. Metcalf. And now it's second down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now Wilson being chased out left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Recovered.
The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. On first down, it's Sanders. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. That's complete to Sanders. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 13 yards on the pickup, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
At the 50-yard line.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as he'll go for 2.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check.
They'll turn to Sanders. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
That makes the score Eagles 30, Seahawks 7.